A man was lost in the woods one day, as he wandered through the mist of dreams, where mushrooms littered the forest floor, and nothing was quite as it seems. He stumbled upon an open field, where magical creatures roamed, with wings and horns and wondrous grace, and the man's hope for escape had grown. He chased the creatures far and wide, in hopes of flying free, but soon he found himself on the edge of a cliff, by the roaring sea. In fear he fainted, and when he woke, he was in a shaman's hut. The wise man spoke in a deep, calm tone, and these words he did utter. "Be mindful and trust in yourself," the shaman said with care, "for the answers that you seek, my friend, are within you, always there." Like the man in the woods, we too must learn to trust in ourselves and be still, for as Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5 to 6 says so well, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." So let us be mindful and trust in ourselves, and in the Lord above, for with faith and patience, we will find our way through the mist of dreams and love. In the poem, the mist of dreams represents a state of confusion and uncertainty. The man is lost in the woods, and as he passes through the mist of dreams, he becomes disoriented and unsure of his path. This can be seen as a metaphor for the times in our lives when we feel lost and uncertain, unsure of which direction to take. The mist of dreams serves as a reminder that even when we feel lost and uncertain, we must continue to move forward and trust in ourselves and in a higher power to guide us through the confusion. In the poem, the magical creatures represent external solutions or distractions that the man chases after in hopes of escaping his problems. However, by chasing after these external solutions, the man only ends up getting himself into more trouble and nearly falls off a cliff. This can be seen as a metaphor for how we often look for external solutions to our problems instead of looking within ourselves for the answers. The significance of the magical creatures is that they serve as a reminder that true peace and contentment come from within, and that we must learn to trust in ourselves and in a higher power instead of chasing after external solutions. The lesson of the poem is to be mindful and trust in oneself and in a higher power. The man in the poem was lost in chasing after external solutions to his problems, but it was only when he listened to the wise words of the shaman and learned to trust in himself that he was able to find his way. The poem also incorporates a biblical quote from Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5 to 6, which encourages us to trust in the Lord and submit to his guidance. The overall message is that by being mindful and trusting in ourselves and in a higher power, we can find our way through even the most difficult of situations.